9 p.m.
Very good evening to you, esteemed viewer. We want to thank the Almighty God who has taken us through up to today. Today is a Wednesday, and we are really grateful to God for the opportunity He has given us again to see the beauty and the glory of this day. We want to celebrate with those who have reached certain victories. We thank the Almighty God for your victories, and we celebrate with you. And for those who have lost loved ones, we mourn together with you. But just to remind you that our consolation is in the Lord. May He strengthen and encourage you. Here we are with our today's edition of Family Hour. Adrian Austin Mukalazi is my name. Now, this is another special one. We are looking at entrepreneurs, and when we talk about entrepreneurs, we have people who are employed somewhere, but have also started their businesses elsewhere. They call these side hustles. I don't know whether it is really a side hustle or before the end of this show by the end of this show we shall be really sure whether it is a side hustle or a real business. However, we want to look at financial planning, especially for entrepreneurs. Adrian Austin Mukalazi is my name. With us is another special guest. I think he hasn't been on this platform before, so we are hosting him on this Family Hour platform for the first time. But we are already excited to tap into his experiences and his knowledge to keep us moving, to push us a niche ahead in our endeavors. Allow me welcome Mr. Bwire Jonan. It's a pleasure having you, Sebo.
Thank you, Adrian.
A very good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
We're also excited to host you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Kindly greet our viewers that have been anxiously waiting for you.
It is a pleasure to be here tonight. My name is Jonan Bwire. I just want to welcome you to Family TV, where we all get to know what we don't know. I just want to thank our viewers from where you're viewing from. Please continue watching Family TV, and this is the only television which can give you the update which is happening around, and which can teach you as an entrepreneur to become somebody. I've told you already, my name is Jonan Bwire. I'm a family man, as the TV is it is a family TV. I'm also a family man.
Wow.
With one wife and four children, and very many the dependents who stay in my home. Right now I'm a professional accountant or a financial analyst with a master's degree in finance, and I'm pursuing my doctorate in Bwire University. So I believe that I'm the best person to talk to someone who is sitting in that sitting room to hear this information and to gain something tonight.
Exactly, and I'm really glad we are having the right person to discuss this particular subject. Like I said earlier, we are looking at financial planning for entrepreneurs, but you might be there and thinking, for me, I'm not an entrepreneur. You need this knowledge because you don't know how things evolve. Today, you might think you're not an entrepreneur, or you don't consider yourself an entrepreneur, but what about tomorrow? Well, let us start away with our discussion. What are some of the key components of comprehensive financial plans, especially for entrepreneurs? Although we can leave it general to all people.
Okay. But Adrian, before we go to the key components of finance, I would like our viewers to know who is an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
An entrepreneur is a person who is beginning something.
Okay.
You do something to get some money.
Okay.
That is called an entrepreneur. But today we take it more serious than how it has been. Like entrepreneurs are supposed to be innovative people, because everyone can begin something. But an entrepreneur is someone who is going to begin something and very innovative to meet the market demand. Okay. What am I talking about the market demand? When we are living in this environment we are in today, very many people have needs.
Yeah.
So an entrepreneur is the person who is going to identify the need in the community where you are living and come up with something to solve that problem, which we may call a business. But on the other hand, if we are looking at business, we are not just looking at something like maybe a shop, which is bringing in money, but we are looking at a business. This is something which is going to roll and move around throughout your life. When you are sleeping here, the business is making money. That's what we call a business. When you are away somewhere on a leave, or you have gone to take over to rest somewhere, your business is running and is bringing money.
You don't have to close and
you don't have to close and move with the keys. So when we are looking at entrepreneurs, we are looking at some people who are innovative to do something which is going to generate income for them for lifetime. And this business can be good to help their families and to help the people who are around them. Yes.
Wow, that is a very good breakdown. Now, at least people have a clear definition of who an entrepreneur is.
Yes.
So you can now look through and see whether you qualify to be one or not. But also, most outstandingly, you talked about a business.
Yes.
And I mean, very many people start up businesses. We call them businesses, and then when they lose, for example, someone loses someone, then they will not work that day. The business will be closed because you're everything.
Yes.
So when you're sick and I mean for a full week or for a full month, you can't make it to that business.
Yes.
Then it will never open.
Now
until you're back.
I want to drive you somewhere.
Yes.
You know, when we are talking about business, there is talking about business and talking about what they read in books. And someone goes on cramming that if I do this and this and this, this is where my business is going to be.
Yeah.
But a business is one's passion.
Okay.
If you don't have a passion for something which you want to do, then you cannot not do it. One day, I was moving in one of the churches, and I found a young man. He told me, I lost my job, but this is what I know how to do it. I asked him, what do you know to do? Then he told me, if I can get money and begin a bag shop, I know I can make it better. He had something in mind.
Yeah.
So I asked him, how are you going to make this possible? Because you don't have the money. He told me, just give me 20,000.
Okay.
Uganda shillings. That was 2017. I gave this boy 20,000 shillings. Within 20,000, he came to Kampala. Old Park here. He bought a bag, one of it. Just one bag like this. He stood on the stairs there at the Old Park. He started calling, bag, 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 bag. Then one person got impressed of what this young man was selling and stopped by. After stopping, he said, how much are you selling this? Remember, he bought it at 20,000 shillings.
Yes.
But he asked, how much are you selling this? And the young man said, I'm selling it at 100,000. The other one said, no, I have 50. He came down and said, add something. Give me 90. He said, no, I don't have. I'm adding you 10,000. Then the young man was saying, I need 80,000 for this bag. The gentleman was leaving. The man called him. Come. He accepted
the
60,000. Do you know what that man means? After buying a bag at 20,000, he accepted to sell it at 60,000. The person who bought the bag thought had cheated the young man and the younger man had made some good money from the bag.
200% profit.
That's 200% of the profit. He went back to buy other bags. Now 3 of them stood in the same place, started selling them. Within 1 month, a young man was having a shop in town Kampala because of the determination. What am I trying to mean?
Yeah.
If you are focused to do business or to be an entrepreneur, you must have a passion inside you for investment. But if you don't have the passion for investment, you do things and they will end there. So people who are beginning something, most of them is not that they don't know, but they are doing something because they are copying from other people.
Excitement, because I believe one of the reasons people end up copying is because they look at seasons.
Yes.
So they tell them this particular season, for example, if you slope down here in Nakasero, this particular season, it is mangoes on market, so everyone will be running for mangoes. Then the other time it is grasshoppers. So I think it is the seasons.
Yeah. No, it is not the season, but it is just an excitement.
Okay.
As we may move away from this building and we go somewhere, I start telling you, Edwin, do you know what? I've seen someone dealing in mangoes, but he's selling. He's selling a lot of mangoes. So you say, how much is he selling? Then someone tells you, he brought a lot of mango, but I've seen 2 million somewhere. And you also get excited with the little money you have. You go and put in a mango. Coming to Kampala, you cannot get the money you put in the mangoes. So when we are beginning business, there are areas which we need to understand. Areas which we need to understand. One must be having a goal.
Okay.
Why are you beginning to do that business? You must have a goal for that business. And after having the goal for that business, lay them down. Write down, this is goal number 1. This is goal number 2. This is goal number 3. This is goal number 4. And after writing them down, prioritize them. This is better than this. This is better than this. Understand what you're going to do. From there, have a plan.
Okay.
Have a financial plan. People don't know all these things.
Yeah.
Have a financial plan. When you have a financial plan, it means you are going to have a budget. When you have a budget to those who are viewing us is just an expense and revenue. Because if you're planning to have a budget, let me talk about a budget.
Yes.
If you're planning to have a budget, you must know where the money is going to come from. And what are you going to spend this money on? You don't just sit there. You know, some people who are marrying here in Kampala, they come up with a budget without knowing where the revenue is going to come from. And you check everything. They begin with the suits, food, what, but they don't know where the revenue is coming from. They
have the faith.
Yes. So whoever is beginning to do a business must be knowing that my revenue is going to come from here. And my expenses are going to be like this. I have 2 million. This is the revenue. 2 million is going to come from this. Expenses are going to come here. So when you have a budget and you are ready to do it, then you implement. Because you have already gotten the goals, you have the plans, now implement what you have been writing down and thinking about. I take you back to the other point where I said business is a passion.
Yes.
You never be successful in any business without that passion for that business.
But now we have people who are passionate, they have this much passion, but they cannot get the revenue. What can they do?
I'm coming there. Because when you check, they don't have the revenue.
Yes, but they have the passion.
Do you know where we get the money for business? Sometimes it is personal financing. You have your dad has sold off some land and has given you money to do something. You do business. We begin business with our pocket money saving. Those who are in high school, they are being given a lot of money. But after the vacation, after the examination, they are going to get the vacation. What are you going to do in the vacation? Are you going to look for a job, or you are going to use your money to multiply? So we can get money from our pocket money. We can also get money for the business from friends, people. Build a good network. How is your circle? If you get to your circle and ask, in all your circle you have, the 10 people whom you call my friends, my buddies, they do and die. If you get in that circle, can you raise 1 million in that circle? If you cannot raise 1 million, then look for other friends who can add on you.
So does it mean that people who cannot, if you're in circles,
yes,
people who cannot really support friends are not worthy of being called friends?
No, they are worthy to be called friends according to how you think. But
or according to what they can offer?
According to how you think.
Okay.
It is one's mindset.
Okay.
But you must build up circles we can be able to stand with you.
Okay.
Actually, what I can advise our viewers is one thing. When they are building up circles, they need to build up circles of people who inspires them. Not people who suck from them. We have two types of friends. There are those who suck from you, and there are those whom you suck to. Look to those ones whom you are going to suck.
Now, doesn't it get back to the other person? The one you want to suck will also look at you as someone who takes from them, and then they exterminate you.
Now, Edwin, what you have to know is, in life, there are some people who want to be praised.
Oh.
You get that?
Yeah.
Under them. They have some people who want to be under them, and they want to be praised that I have my men. I'm covered everywhere I am. So look and be someone who is covering up someone, but you are getting something from that person.
Okay.
At the end of the day, if you need 20,000, he will give you, because you are the bodyguard. Why not?
Most especially to politicians.
Not only to politicians. Move in town here. You find the pastors with a lot of people around them. You find the managers of who are managing other organizations which are big. You find them with very many people around them. Very many. My boss, my boss, my boss, my boss. My boss, what should I do? My boss, should I do? So look for people who inspire you.
My boss, your shoe looks a little dusty. Let me clean it.
Let me clean it. My boss, it is raining. Get the umbrella, go and pick that person. You are targeting something. You know, when we are studying what we call corporate finance, we say that there is nothing for free. No lunch for free. Do you know what it means? That any person who gives you money is seeking something from you. Any coin you get from somebody, it is you are going to pay it. Even if you have or you don't have the money, you are going to pay it. You may pay it by pushing his car. You may pay it by mopping his house. Yes, you're going to pay it.
Or by carrying their bag.
Or by carrying their bag. So, when you're looking into business, look for people whom you can suck.
Okay.
You get money from there. When we're looking for business money, there is money we call loans. You have your asset, and you can get some little loan. But I don't advise that to the starters. What I advise is to find something small, have passion for it, do it successfully, and if you realize some profits, then you do what? You begin getting some loans to add on. But today, the scenario we have is even before someone getting a loan, you go to MTN Momo. You go to MTN Momo, and someone is borrowing money from Postbank. He doesn't have any income to put that money back, but he's borrowing money from Postbank, from Momo, from where? From extra cash. So he's struggling with this. Now, Edwin, that's where we need to go. Professionally, we need to think. You know, things they teach in class, sometimes they come in, they actually, not sometimes, they must be applied in the normal life. But if we don't apply those things in the normal life, then we end up wasting our life. That we are doing something which does not profit us.
Okay.
Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
There is someone who is operating a shop outside there. Today in Kampala, he's renting at 2 million in that shop. But whenever he sells and gets, let me say, 3 million, he beats his pocket that he has made a lot of money. And he can reach in a wedding meeting and begin giving, I'm Lord, I'm Lord. You get that? They call themselves dons. I'm a don. How much do you want? I've given this, I've given this. But at the end of the day, he doesn't know what he is getting from his business. He has bought items, he has sold them, but he doesn't know exactly what he is getting. So when you are calculating that small business and you are someone who is a beginner, I always advise people, write down every sale, write it down. Everything you buy, you bring in the business, write it down. So when you write that I bought a piece of a trouser, I bought it when I was bringing the shop at 20,000. I sold it at 23,000. Where is your money? Your money is 3,000. But the 3,000 is not yet your money. We have what we call the cost of production. The transport which picked that trouser from the Muindi shop to your shop. The rent which you are paying. The people whom you are paying in the shop. They are all sharing
the utilities
on this small 3,000. But when you picked 3,000, because you've seen a person who is carrying mango has passed, and you say, give me fruits of 5,000 because you sold one. Those are the things which beats us in business. And at the end, we fail to manage our businesses.
But so does it mean that when you have this business, you should punish yourself? You can't eat what you want in the name of protecting the business?
When you want to grow, there is somewhere you reach and you have to punish yourself.
Okay.
Anyone who has been successful in life has ever punished himself. One day I was operating a restaurant in Wandegea on JB Hostel. But I used to see that gentleman in a very old car. And I could ask myself, why does he drive himself in such a car? But I realized later when I got the business concept that this man has very many things he's looking for. So it is not all about this small car.
The car is not a priority.
It's not a priority to him. Because he's looking at big buildings which are going to generate money. Even when he's not there, the building will generate money.
For us here, we say they are just mean. Hey, they are misers.
Yes. That's why I say that if you're beginning a business, sometimes you have to struggle.
To be a miser.
Yes. Because the money which you are getting is not all your money. So if you get 3,000, you sold 1,000, you got 3,000. And you are eating 5,000, you've already eaten alone.
And the part of the capital.
Yes. And part of the capital. So at least make sure that record all your records. If you are eating money, eat and knowing that on Tuesday I made more profits like this. I can eat, I made more profit like 30,000. Now I can eat 3,000 as I wait to sell for today. Have a record for everything you do. Even if you're operating a small shop, which is selling the rice, sugar, and what. People fail in those shops, but they make money.
People say that in such shops that deal in general merchandise, those are shops that is a kind of business you can start, not for sustainability, but just to keep your money there, and in case you have a quick problem of 20,000 or 100,000, you'll be rescued, but it's not something you can sustain and build on. Is it true?
That's a lie.
Okay.
Go to Kampala, Chikubo. What is the major business there?
General merchandise.
Why are they making money on the general merchandise and the other people are not making money? You get that?
Yeah.
So we need just to change our mindset and know how to record our things.
Okay.
If we are selling sugar, the person who is selling sugar in the shop is far better than the person who is selling in the hardware.
Hey, that is now very interesting. Let's take a short commercial break. When we return, we are continuing with this discussion. Kindly stick with us.
I'm called Dr. Nicholas Mwebazi Mwebesa. I come from Western Ankole Diocese, Sagata Chidikonary, and the parish is Kasana Church of Uganda. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, to invite you for the function that will take place on 27th July this month of commissioning and handing over the Kasana Church of Uganda Health Center 3, which my wife and I decided to build for the Lord in appreciation for keeping us alive, especially when I got the accident in 2016. Most of you, you know what happened to me. I therefore want to invite you on that very day to join me as we thank God. The guest of honor will be the Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Nabanja Robina, and the main celebrant will be His Grace the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Dr. Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, and the service will start at 9 a.m. at Kasana Church of Uganda grounds. I want to appreciate Church of Uganda Family TV, which will be with us on that very day and to relay the function live on Family TV. I therefore want to invite those who may not make it to come to tune in and watch the proceedings. Thank you.
Choices. Choices means choosing. And when you choose choice. Choose blue, red, white, or stripes. Choose your last minute devastation. Choose your last minute sensation. Choose derbies, choose news, choose HD. Choose goals and goals. Choose your package, choose your price. Choose choice. The Premier League, all on DSTV.
Welcome back from the break. This is Family Hour. Today is Wednesday. Well, we have something very, very interesting here. We were talking here. Now let me do some Lugambo before the break. And we talked about some of the things that tempt us into unnecessary expenditures. And we looked at a situation where there is this person who sells to you pilau.
Yes.
Every 4 p.m.
Yes.
And so each time they come, even when you don't want to buy, they say, customer they take and then you don't have money. You're like, I'll find the money later.
Yes.
And I mean, they tempt you into taking their product or their buying from them, even when you want to desist. So, how can people desist from such temptations that someone is even willing to give you on credit, but as long as they leave you with their product, and in the end you'll have to pay?
Edwin, if you look at temptation, it's just discipline.
Okay.
You discipline yourself not to go extra miles.
Okay.
When I started working, I used to enjoy splashing money, giving it out and eating everything.
Big spender.
Eating everything. But I reached a time where I can even do first. Food is there, but I'm not going to eat that food, and I'm keeping myself. So it is just discipline. We have some people who eat even when they are moving on the street. He has gotten a band there. He has some money. He's going to eat. He has gotten a sumbusa there. Some money. He's going to eat. So it is their discipline. So people have to discipline themselves.
Okay.
When am I supposed to eat? What am I supposed to eat? And how much money do I have? We go back to the budget.
Yeah.
Someone who is earning 200,000 a month, how much money do you use within the month? You squeeze that money to your earning. And if you don't squeeze that money to your earning, you are going to end the month with a loan. Either Momo loan, or friend's loan, or these other money lenders who are lending on phone, and you find your picture everywhere. And the most bad thing they do, they look for the worst picture. That's what they send to their friends, and they begin calling all your people in your phone book. This one has borrowed some money from us, and your name is the next of kin. Yet not something like that. But because they found a contact which has some money, so they have to contact you and disturb you to see that you pay their money. So people have to be disciplined. If they discipline themselves, then they will end up successful in their business, whatever they want to do.
Okay. So you were saying that someone should not get a loan as a startup. We have banks that also tempt. A bank says a startup loan, own your own business.
Yes.
And then we also have these other institutions like car bonds and some other loan institutions that give people loan. For example, they're giving you a car on loan, a counter on loan to start your own business, and then you pay, or even a border, you pay for 24 months. I mean, such people, is that a wise decision to do?
It is not. I'll give you an example. People who are giving out borders, they give them not 24 months, but they give them, I think the list is 36 months. The list is 36 months. Do you know what that means? Those are 3 years.
Yes, yeah.
3 years paying the money every day or weekly. At the end of the day, a border which costs 2.5 million, you're going to buy it at 9 million. Is that making money? And by the time you get done with the loan of a border, the border will be tired on the road. It wants another new border to come. Again, you go into another loan to pay the new one you've gotten. So people shouldn't look for loan to start up. But people should use what they have to start up. Anything can do something. Anything can do something. I'll give an example. Today, people rush to engage in some business which they don't have an idea. Last week, a friend of mine sent me a pic of some business in Gaba, which they were selling. And I asked her.
Goodwill.
Yes. I asked her, the person who started this business wanted the money. Then why is he selling it? Yet he studied and he knew that this is a business which can bring money. And I told her that once the person is selling already existing business, he has failed to manage that business and he cannot make in the area where it is. You need to identify the problem where you need to put that business. So if you're buying that business, you're going to do some research and get to where that business can work. But if you leave it there, you are still also going to sell it.
What if the reason was not even about the place, the location? The reason was about the discipline you've talked about,
The
and
discipline.
poor financial management.
And poor financial management. Mainly, business which fails, in most cases, you know, business here in Kampala, people just buy and sell.
Hey.
Yeah. They just buy and sell. Someone has 2 million, goes to some indie shop there, buys whatever he wants, and brings in her shop. He doesn't know the cost of production of this item.
You don't even have a market survey.
Yes. So he's going to put in the shop because the neighbor has seen a neighbor selling such an item. So he will sell, and fails to make profit. But most cases, business which are not making money, even if they are misbehaving on financial, but business which they are selling, they cannot make money. They cannot make money. They have tried them, but they have failed. This one which they are misbehaving, they are very easy to get there. You just change the management, and you find a way of making money from the new management.
Let us talk about supervision of a business. When should someone, for small entrepreneurs,
Yes.
When should someone hire supervisors and managers? For example, my friend Jonan here works here from morning to evening,
Yes.
but he has his business somewhere. Maybe that has a capital share of about 3 million. Do you advise him to hire a manager or a supervisor to take part, to manage that business?
No, that is a small business. What he can do is, the one person who is in that business is managing it. Or the 2 people who are in that business, they are working in the shifts, controlling each other. But what he has to do is, for such small business, he has to count them every day. It is his obligation to do the counting or to do the balancing every day. If you cannot balance every day as a person, then you have failed. The people you put in the business, they also want money. And in the small business, every coin they pick, someone comes and picks 3,000 and thinks he has picked very small money. That is your interest. At the end of the day, he's going to pick 2,000, he picks 5,000, he picks 6,000 the other day, and you are not realizing. By the end of the day, you realize when this business is collapsing. And it will not have any life anymore. Because you, the initiator of the business, you've become lazy to supervise your business. So, if we put money in business, it becomes our blood. Check your business every time. Do surprise visit. Go there at any time. And visit, see whether money is there or not. That's the way you can manage it. But if you just sit in Kampala and say, I'll go there on Sunday, you have given...
That's the time I'm free.
You have given the other person money to eat. By the time you realize the 3 million will be coming to 200,000.
The other person is already having another business.
Yes, somewhere. So we get lazy and become lazy to do our things. I'll give an example. Like as we are discussing this, how could people invest their money? You get that? There are some people who are earning a lot, but they are failing to invest their money. They are failing to put this money where it can multiply money. Today, as we all work, I always tell people that as we all work, we are here. You get that? But there is a time where we are going there. Are you looking there where you are going? Because you are here, they are giving you salary. You are here, you are being given water to drink. You are here, you are being given a snack. You are here, you are being given everything. But the time is going to come when you are there, you are alone. It is your business, which feeds your family, which pays school fees, which does everything.
Which gives you the water and the snack.
Yes, and the snack. So if you don't plan for your business where you're going tomorrow, then you have wasted your life and you end up having early death.
Is it wise for someone to give themselves a deadline? For instance, if someone says, I'm going into this business, but by this time I should have achieved this, and if by that time they have not achieved, then is it even wise to say that this is a non-profit?
That is point number 4 where I was going.
Okay.
After implementing a business, we monitor to see the success of that business. When we monitor the business every day, at that point I've been telling you, monitor. Have surprise visits in that shop. Have surprise visits in that business. Go there when you have not called anyone. Go and check your things. Are they there? Are the suppliers, have they supplied? After that, you will evaluate. I started this business in January. It is April. What have I gotten in this business? You can't move a business for 4 months and you are doing a business when you cannot make a coin in that business. I was telling you, comparing when we went for a break. You asked me, there's a question I was trying to answer. That is, are these retail shops making money?
Yes.
And I was comparing and telling
With
you
the
that.
hardware.
Yes. How much do you buy a kilo of sugar?
I think it's about 4,000 now.
4,000. How much is a bag of cement?
It's getting to 40,000.
Getting to 40,000. A bag of cement is getting to 40,000. And if you check the profit which is on a bag of cement, might not exceed 1,000 shillings. And a kilo of sugar, which is just 4,000, might be having a profit of 500 shillings. So, meaning, someone who is selling sugar, if he's very careful, he can beat this one who is selling cement.
By the time they raise the 4,000, those are 10 kilograms.
Yes.
40,000, those are 10 kilograms.
Yes.
They already have almost 5,000.
Yes. This one is just chasing 1,000 or 2,000 shillings on 40,000.
In a week.
Yes.
You might get one.
Yes. So, we must be very careful. It is just the way we record our books. Know what you put in that business and know what you are getting out of that business. People should know what everyone should have in mind is, in any business we have what we call the cost of production. The cost of production, that is the cost which you put in this thing, which you are going to sell, the cost which will sell this thing to bring a profit, and the cost where this thing is sitting. You get that? Until when you calculate and remove all those costs, you've not made money. You are just playing and exchanging money and your items, but you've not made money. Yes. So business reaches a time when you evaluate it. You evaluate and you know that my business is making money or it is not making money. So if it is not making money, find out what is the problem. Is the problem me? Am I eating it? Is the problem people who are selling here? Is the problem the rent which is expensive? What is the problem? Find out the problem. After finding out the problem, you know the solution for that.
Okay.
So people have to put in mind and know what to do at the right time. And when they know that, their business will succeed automatically.
There are people we have known. For example, you and I are selling beverage, soft drinks, and then maybe you're selling a soda at 1,200, and all the other people. And for me, I want to look a little cheaper so that I attract more sales, and I sell it at 1,100 or 1,000. And is it applicable that I deviate from the market price and I lower it slightly so that I can make more sales?
Yeah, that is a strategy. Is a strategy you are using. In business, we say you can be very expensive and sell less, or be too cheap and sell more. Actually, the person who is outside there, you should always look at what your competitors.
Okay.
Who are the competitors there? The people you are competing with. Look at them. Know what they are selling. if they are selling rice, super, white, no stones, at 4,000 shillings, come down with by 200 shillings and get the whole community. Eh?
What if the 200 I'm deducting is the profit?
It is impossible. You first calculate.
Okay.
You first calculate and say a bag of rice is at 100 or 200 shillings, 200,000. A kilo, that bag is have 50 kilogram. A kilo is at how much to reach the shop? And if I sell this money and I get small margin, can I attract more clients to come? And if you can attract more clients to come, congest your shop with clients and sell more. Eh? By the other person, the way he's going to sell, you're going to sell 20 bags. The other person is selling one in a week. For you are selling 20. Eh? With a little margin, you are earning a lot of money than the other one who is selling one a week. Okay. So who is making money?
You was deducted.
What I have to tell people today, that whoever is entering business must be a marketing person.
Okay.
You know, we market ourselves in some things. I will give an example. When you come into studio, you have a tie. Eh? You did not just put on that tie for you to look good, but you put on that tie to attract someone who is viewing you. Eh? So that when he can see your screen and say, wow, there's a gentleman called Adrian with a tie, which is, if I can get that person, I think I'm done. You get that? So in our daily life, we are marketing agent. Be a doctor, be who. You must market your product and know whom you're going to sell those products. If you don't do that, you fail. I've seen people in town here, when you enter their shop, actually when I enter their shops, I find faces which are not attractive. And you never find me in that shop again. You get that?
Okay.
What do you want? I've come to your business. You are asking me, what do you want from here? That's being too rude to me. You have to welcome me as a client, as a customer, because I'm the one to give you money. And if I don't give you money, yes, I'm going to give it to someone else. So arrogance sometimes kills our business. So we have to think and do things how they are supposed to be done. Many people would like to begin business entry. There are some who are getting pension. There are some who are retiring. There are some who are doing different things, but they don't know where to begin from. When I was growing up, many people were being told that they can put their money in shares because that's where it makes money.
And unit trust.
And unit trust and those things. But they don't know that those things does not make money as someone who is actively participating in a business. Today, if you have your 4 million and you're putting that money in the bank, saving that money in the bank, the 4 million will give you only 10%. The 10% is very small money. Someone who has got this money to use it in something else will get more money. Today, if you get the 4 million and you put it in land, the land you buy at 4 million, next year you're going to sell it at 8 million. You've not put in anything, bought your land, just rotated it with something, and keep checking it. That's all. Yeah. You're going to realize your money. People will always say, you will find people say, I put my money in shares and I will attract I will attract too much profit. All people who have put money in shares, they have regretted because they don't know how to play cards with shares. Share is that you have to check the prices every day. Go on the market, stock market, check the prices every day. When you check the price and you see where there is profit, that's where you put your money. Withdraw from this side, put here. There's a company here which started shares at 30,000 shillings. 30,000 shillings. And very many people came in. They bought a lot of shares. After 3-4 years, that company, their shares were at 2,300. That is a big loss. A big loss of your money. So, I'm not discouraging shares, but I'm saying, do it if you have failed completely to do something. In business, we look at risks. And we say that the only business which makes money are the risky ventures. You will never make money if you don't put your money where it makes risks. But you have to check these risks and you see that I'm going to emphasize to make sure that I don't get money. So people have to put money where it makes money. I had a friend of mine who was working in government. He had a lot of money. But when he was removed from work, he took only 2 years and passed off. Stress. Because he was getting free money in government. And he didn't know how to use this money after leaving government. Because he thought the things would just move like that. So some people just come with their money and dish in business which they don't understand how they work, how they will work, and how they will do them. So they end up failing the whole process. So I would encourage all people who are viewing us today that if you're looking for a business, one, you must study where you're going to put that business. And two, you must look at the problem. What is the problem in this community? Is the problem selling clothes? Is the problem putting their salon? Is the problem having a school in this community? What is the problem in this community? And you are going to solve that problem. I'll give an example of mine. When we reached lockdown, the president closed everyone not to move. But somehow, he left the tourism department open. And I said, the president has left the tourism department open. What should I do? And the other people are not moving. It forced me to open up at our company. And it helped me during that time. Because when I opened it online and everything was moving. So I didn't lack. I moved everywhere with my car and my identity card. Reaching the roadblock, I just give them my ID. Because I was solving a problem in the community. So, when we are doing business, we need to look at which problem are we solving in the community. If we are not solving a problem, you've not reached to do any business.
Stay in employment.
But also look and see, there is there where you're going. When this employment is done, there is there when you are alone. When this employment is done, there is there when no one is looking at you. Because all the people you have today, they are looking at you because they know you are getting a lot of money. You're working on family TV, so they want to associate themselves with you. But when you leave family TV and you are staying there in your house, no one will call you because they will know the guy has left the TV, they chased him, so he's too broke. So you will find the whole day without any call. And you ask yourself, what happened? They were looking for you because you had something to give to them. When it is gone, no one is going to look for you. So begin a business, but also look, there is there.
In just a minute, what are your closing remarks?
My closing remarks, I just want to thank all the viewers. I know that they have benefited in this hour. And I would love to say thank you for hosting me in this studio today. I send regards to all those people who have viewed us, especially my family and the people I work with. Can I send some greetings?
Please do.
All the people I work with in Chambogo College School, you're big. And as we look to celebrate the 70 years, I just want to say get focused and be the people we need to work with. All our parents, all our students, and all the people who work with me in any department, everywhere I work. I just want to say regards. Thanks for watching us, and thanks for following us.
Well, thank you so much, and I believe because of the importance of this, we shall get back to you, and probably I believe you'll spare some time for us when we invite you again to come and share with our audience out there. And to you, the viewer, thank you so much. I've worked with Jonajal, Muhomuza, and very many other people out there to see that you have this image. Next on your TV is Soul Moment. Have a good night.